this is my it's definitely not a conspiracy theory about the World Economic Forum, kind of what's going on in Russia and Ukraine, what's going on with all the COVID stuff, kind of like bringing all these ties together. These A lot of these world leaders have this thing in common with the World Economic Forum. And so I found this article that really just summarizes the ties that we have between these people. So there's this, it says a hidden alliance, but honestly, it's not so hidden. Like you don't have to go searching very hard to find form and who's involved in it. Klaus Schwab has a book. Like they put out videos. They tell you exactly what they want to do and how they're going to do it and who's involved. You just have to look, right? So the hidden alliance of former World Economic Forum young global leaders working in lockstep, and lockstep is the name of another white paper that was put out in 2010, I believe, by I forget which one of these like think tanks that's founded by one of these rich, wealthy families about how to deal with a pandemic. So they're working in lockstep to enforce the Great Reset, which is the world economics thing for the fourth industrial revolution. They include Macron, who's the president of France, Trudeau, the prime minister of Canada, Ardern, who's the prime minister of New Zealand, I believe, or Australia. It's one of those. And Boris Johnson. And he's the UK. So all these people are tied together, and there's even more. I believe I pointed you to a video last week by Kim Iverson who goes over a much more extensive list of all the people who are in the World Economic Forum. But I really like how they summarize what's going on here and make some points. So, how is it that more than 190 governments from all over the world ended up dealing with the COVID pandemic almost exactly the same? And now, in one way, I would say, like, all right, we want international cooperation, especially when it comes something like a communicable disease. We want people kind of working together, supporting each other. But again, it works along this spectrum. There's working in good faith and working with integrity and truly working for the good of the people. And then there's working together, doing the same things because there's something else going on. So the answer may lie in the young global leaders. And so I'm not saying, again, this is not saying this is true. I'm just saying, hey, we have to start maybe considering some of these ties, the way that these in clubs work. So, a hidden alliance of political and corporate leaders is exploiting the pandemic with the aim of crashing national economies and introducing a global digital currency. And so we know that they want to have this digital passport system. That's what I was warning about. I was like, okay, we might be putting down the restrictions for now, but we have in place this infrastructure for this digital ID, this digital currency, this digital tracking system. So this isn't just a thing of conspiracy theories. Basically, everything that these conspiracy theories have said has been coming true. So you need to wake up and realize this global digital currency is a real thing. So we talked about who it includes. So Ardern is the Prime Minister of New Zealand. This isn't fiction; it's fact. Just listen to the following clip from President of the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab. He says, I have to say, when I mention names like Mrs. Merkel, right? She's the president of Germany, Vladimir Putin, and so on. They have all been young global leaders of the World Economic Forum, right? So we have a democracy, we have an autocracy. They all went to this World Economic Forum thing. But what we're really proud of now is the young generation, like Prime Minister Trudeau, President of Argentina, and so on. So we penetrate the cabinets, right? Open about it. They're telling us what they're doing. They're taking all these leaders and they're grooming them, and not in some way for like, oh, let's have international cooperation and everybody's interests matter. No, we're grooming them all together into groupthink, so they all think the same, and if they want to be in the club, and if they want to get to the next level, if they want the money to run the campaign to get in, then you need to have these policies. So he goes into the history of the World Economic Forum. It started in 1971. It's kind of gone through several different phases, and just kind of it blew up in like the 80s. So yeah, I would check this out. It's on the Rights Freedom WordPress. And here's a good example, right? So we have the Tony Blair Institute. So Tony Blair, he was one of the members of the first class of this World Economic Forum, along there with Angela Merkel, if you remember Putin, Nicolas Sarkozy, Tony Blair. So he says, again, they're open about it. Our teams are now embedded in governments around the world, helping them keep their people safe during this pandemic, not just in the respect of COVID-19, but also the political and economic collateral damage. And so watch Tony Blair give his update. So again, it sounds nice. Oh, we're helping keep you safe. We're working in collaboration. But if you look at the way that things have gone, it hasn't worked. All right. So maybe let's give them the benefit of the doubt, right? Let's give them the benefit of the doubt and say, yeah, they really were working in collaboration with each other for the good of the people, and they had those intentions. It didn't work. So either those people all need to go, or we need to do something totally different that doesn't have to do with you embedding your people into the governments around the world. Because sorry, didn't work. Thanks for checking out this video. Make sure you've smashed that like button and leave me a comment down below. And while you're down there, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos, which you can watch more of by clicking here, or for even more, go to teachingliberty.org and join our community today.